Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first update we got is from Hadi Choopan, and in this physique update, Hadi looks crazy massive, super big. Check out this video, guys. So Hadi here, look at the photo first, actually, it's most muscular. He looks massive. I'm sure he never looked this big before. This has to be Hadi at his absolute biggest. Let's check out the video as well, man. This is a crazy level of size. I mean, this to me looks more muscular than anybody in the upper body today. Like, this definitely looks freakier to me than even Nick Walker, to be honest, because everything is popping out. I don't think Nick has this pop in the arms, in the delts, in the chest. Samson, probably too, Andrew, I don't know. I mean, this is really big. It's in the ballpark of all the top guys. Everything looks enormous. From the front, from the side, most muscular, side chest, everything just looks crazy. Check out the side chest right here. What the hell is going on here? This is really freaking impressive, really freaking big. Whatever Milos is doing right now, it's working. The insulin protocols or whatever, everything is working so well for Hadi's upper body. That's right, upper body. So on Fuad's podcast, Fuad and Iain Valliere made a pretty good point, I gotta say. You guys know that Milos is my boy. He's my boy. That's probably a little insulting to say. He's a man I respect so much. He's also Serbian, but in Serbia, we look at him as a god, basically. That's how much he did for the sport in Serbia. And for me as well, personally. He's my idol, basically. So I respect him tremendously. But when it comes to analyzing the physiques, I'll always have to stay objective. What Fuad and Iain said here, definitely, they definitely are onto something. They definitely have a point. What they're trying to say, what they said, is that even though Hadi did get bigger and fuller, it seems like it's all in his upper body. It seems like his legs are kind of looking even smaller now than before. His upper body is bigger, but the legs kind of appear flatter. And I can't argue with this. I try to look at this objectively. I wanted to say that what they're saying is not true, but I just can't bring myself to say it because it's definitely very obvious. I never paid attention to it, to be honest, but now that I'm seeing it, I can't unsee it. It's there. It's definitely what's going on. Now, this could be due to like him just being super full with glycogen, with water in the upper body, and not so much in the lower body. Maybe he has a crazy arm pump or like chest, shoulder pump, upper body pump, and that's why his upper body seems so much bigger than the legs. But I don't know. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. Now, would you say that Hadi's legs are a weak point, have been a weak point before? Does he need to bring up the legs? I mean, if you look at him from like way before, when he was a 212 competitor, you would say that his legs were a strong point. He was probably leg dominant. His arms weren't that big, nor his entire upper body. He had crazy legs, crazy outer sweep, crazy sweeps, and just crazy leg width. His legs were massive, especially from the front. From the side and from the back, they may have been a little bit smaller, but from the front, the quads are just insane, always. Even at the 2024 Arnold Classic, where he won against Samson Dauda, here you can see, like, even though his upper body is massive, his legs are bigger than Samson's, even. And Samson has crazy legs. So, for the majority of Hadi's career, he always had pretty big legs, but that wasn't really the case at the Arnold Classic this year, 2026. His legs definitely were down in size, and there was that asymmetry. His right leg was obviously smaller than the left one. But guys, keep in mind, this was Hadi after all that happened to him a year before, like 6 months before this. Basically, the whole country of Iran kind of turning on him, you know, burning his posters, taking down his statues and all of that. Like, everybody in Iran hates him now, which was a tremendous blow at his psyche, I'm sure. And he definitely couldn't have taken this very lightly, and that's why he wasn't at his best, and I'm guessing that's why his legs were flatter. And overall, he was definitely flatter, he wasn't in his best shape, and he placed third. But again, were his legs a big issue? Well, not that much, but they definitely could have been bigger and fuller. I'm sure he could improve this for the next show with the proper prep, with less stress. But looking at this video right now, does it look like he gained a lot of size in the upper body and the legs? I don't know if they shrunk or they just look smaller compared to his upper body. I'm not sure. But the difference is definitely visible. His legs definitely do look flatter. The outer sweeps are definitely smaller. The asymmetry does look better, does look improved, but there is still some asymmetry. That right leg is still, I would say, a little bit smaller, but it's barely even noticeable at this point. If you don't know that he had it before, you probably would never notice. So they definitely fixed that, maybe by not training the left leg much, and by training just the right one. Maybe that's why the right one grew just enough to catch up to the left one, and the left one got a little bit smaller. And maybe now they're going to try and force these legs to grow. Now, if I was Hadi's coach at this point, what I would do is I would probably give him 2 leg days a week and just 2 upper body days. 4 sessions a week, putting most of that recovery ability to leg training, to leg recovery. And if Milos is doing his insulin protocols, then focus a lot of that insulin and carbs and everything that Milos is doing on the leg training. So his upper body doesn't need to grow anymore. It's already super massive. It's crazy how big it is. And their goal was to improve the chest, actually. And I think they did that. It doesn't need to get any bigger. They need to bring that back to be sharp and to bring up the leg fullness. Now, they have plenty of time. If Milos sees things the way Iain and Fuad do and the way I do right now, he'll do something about it. He'll probably give Hadi more leg days, more leg training, maybe the giant sets for the legs. I'm sure that would work out really well for Hadi. So this is definitely fixable, I'm pretty sure. I don't think this is happening because of Hadi's age and he's getting some atrophy in the legs. I don't think so. This is probably just them being focused on his entire body and his upper body responding better. But if they focus on the legs now, I'm sure they're going to bring them up. So I'm pretty sure this is fixable, but it's definitely noticeable, to put it mildly, that his upper body is now definitely bigger than the lower body. But if the legs catch up and the upper body stays the same, that's going to be an insane package, guys. And that package can, I don't know, do anything in Mr. Olympia. What do you guys think? Tell me down below in the comment section. All right, now the next thing we got for today, guys, is an update by Iain Valliere, who is apparently leaving Raw Nutrition after 5 whole years. Guys, 5 damn years. That's a lot of years to stay with one sponsor. You don't see that very often. Now, the reason why he's doing this is something we all want to know. What is it? Personally, I have no idea. But recently, I've seen a reel that kind of went viral. I can't find it now, no way. It was a no-name guy made a reel about the Raw Nutrition. And what he said was that after rebranding, and as you guys probably know, Raw was sold to ESN Supplements, or the company that already owns ESN. So the same company is now owns both ESN and Raw. So they were purchased. The same people are not running Raw anymore. I think they're also working. They're also at the top. They're in the mix, like Seabum, like Matt Jansen, and what's the third guy named Dom. So they're still running things, but they don't have the final say. And Raw rebranded completely. They became like more of a Walmart type of supplement company. I mean, they changed the label so it can fit the shelves of these big markets, right? So they changed that, and apparently this guy is saying that they changed the formulas, that they just don't have the same quality. And again, I would love to show that reel to you guys if you can find it, if you saw it, if you saved it, send it to me. But in the comments, everybody from the Raw was replying, especially Dom. He left so many comments. Matt was there, and everybody else who's basically working for Raw. Everybody was pissed that the guy made a video. That was just his personal experience. He didn't like the quality of the supplements now, the taste, and I don't know exactly the look of the tubs, the design, the new design. But overall, he just wasn't happy, and he stopped buying them. And a lot of people actually agreed in the comments. So maybe, very possibly, this has something to do with Iain leaving the company. Maybe not because he's not happy with the products, with the quality of the products, but maybe because the politics of the company changed. And they're not, maybe they don't want to sponsor these freak bodybuilders anymore, or they wanted to give him less money to stay with. I don't know. I can only assume. I asked Iain, what's the reason you left the company? The fact that they lowered the quality of the products after rebranding? He said no. But I don't know if that's really the truth. In this post here, he basically shared a bunch of photos with him, with Sibam, who is a part owner of the company as well, was before it was purchased. And I don't know. He's making this change. He's going in another direction. Maybe he's going to start his own company or be sponsored by somebody else. I don't know. But if you guys are using raw supplements and you're still using them now after the rebranding, you can tell me down below, what do you think? Could there be some truth to this? What do you think about what they did? And what do you think Iain is going to do next? All right, the next update is a physique update by Regan Grimes. And this is him right now. And honestly, guys, what I'm seeing right here, it's actually very good. It's actually very good. Now, we're all very harsh towards Regan because we all kind of expected him to, like win the Mr. Olympia or be top 5 at the Mr. Olympia. But that's just not what's in the cards for Regan. I don't think so. Not because he can't do it. It's because he just doesn't want to do it. I don't think he's willing to put everything ahead of bodybuilding and just really do it at the highest possible level. But we're still kind of, I would say, underappreciating him because this physique is actually a pretty freaking phenomenal physique. Yes, he could be bigger, he could be harder, he could be leaner. But if we stop comparing him to the top 6 or top 8 guys, if you compare him to the rest of the bodybuilders, like the next 30 bodybuilders, top bodybuilders in the world, he's actually extremely good. He has crazy symmetry, crazy proportion, crazy shape, crazy look overall, very complete, brings pretty good condition. And right now that he's working with Dom Super Sliced, it seems like things are clicking really well. He's in pretty good shape already. He's doing Texas Pro, so he needs to be ready soon. But I don't know exactly what his weight is. I think he's actually pretty heavy right now and actually getting in pretty good condition. I think this is probably going to be the best Regan Grimes we have seen in a while. I'm not sure exactly who else is doing Tampa or actually Texas. I know who's doing Tampa, but I'm pretty sure the biggest threat to Regan at Texas is going to be Joe Palacios, Jordan Hutchinson if he does it. And then Regan is definitely in the mix. He could be winning this show, man. He could do it. He definitely has a prettier, better structure than Joe Palacios, much better. Small waist, everything's very complete, everything is popping out, great X-frame, great weight taper, overall, a really phenomenal bodybuilder, man. Again, I feel like he's very much underappreciated. And this is him right now. Whatever you guys think about him right now, tell me down below in the comments. All right, now the next thing is something pretty interesting. So a couple of videos ago, or the last video, I think, I talked about Chris Aceto's son calling out Dave Palumbo for not reading all the comments and not moderating the comments and basically saying that he's encouraging racism on his channel and that he expects him to not just delete the comments, but disable the comments on all of his videos, something like that, and make a public statement that he doesn't encourage this type of behavior, this type of comments. You guys know my take on this. You know, I really don't think Dave Palumbo is reading any comments. He has a life. He has a business. He has many businesses. That guy just doesn't stop working all day long. He doesn't have time, in my opinion, to sit on his phone and read the comments. But that's the way Farid feels like he thinks that it's his responsibility to read all the comments and to moderate and to delete the negative ones. And that's his opinion. But after I made that video, somebody sent me a story. Somebody actually saved this story from a while ago, like a month ago, in which Farid called me out. Actually, Farid Aceto's son actually called me out, and I may have seen this. It seems very familiar. I think I have seen it before when actually he posted. Somebody sent me, but I was like, he's so irrelevant. Nobody's gonna care. I didn't bother myself to make a response video. But now that he gained some traction, calling out Dave Palumbo, I might just, make a response video to this because it is a topic that maybe should be talked about. Some of you guys actually said similar things in the comment section. I am not going to read the whole thing here, but I'll give you basically the gist of it. So what he says is, I really liked watching even Bodybuilding's coverage and commentary on YouTube. I watched it several times a week, even if some commentary was unnecessarily harsh or uncalled for. This commentary about Ramon really got under my skin. I said it under his video, and I'll say it here. Why the hell are we bashing someone's worthiness to be a Mr. Olympia off of their ability to speak English? And he says, no, it's not as simple as language to learn. And he says that he was trying to learn Japanese. He understands some, but he can't speak it. And then he says, maybe I should learn how to speak another language, and so on. So I'll cut it short, and basically what I think about this is, first of all, I gotta say thank you, Farid, for thinking that English is my native language, because it's not. My native language is Serbian. Ja pričam srpski, to je moj jezik. So I actually learned how to speak English, and it was super easy. I don't even know how I learned it. I just watched YouTube and TV shows and movies, and I just learned it. Maybe I have higher language IQ. I think that's a thing. But I still know a whole bunch of people like Big Ramy and so many others who have learned English. When they decided, they actually learned it. And in my opinion, English is very, very simple to learn. I try learning other languages. I know some German, some French, some Spanish. He says he was learning Japanese. I worked with a Japanese company once, and I know some. I know some words, and I understand how they're speaking. It's way more difficult than freaking English. English is actually very simple. Spanish is very easy. I'm learning it right now. That's very, very easy. English as well. French, it's actually very much harder. So there are levels to language. Serbian is extremely difficult to learn as well. But if you're born here, it's easy. Now, for Ramon, guys, what I was trying to do by calling him out is do all of you a favor. If you call him out, maybe he actually does something about it and learns how to speak freaking English. And if he learned how to speak English, it would be so much better. We would have an idea of what he is as a person. If he's going to be a Mr. Olympia for the next 5 years and they have no idea who he is, that just sucks, man. Let's be honest. It just sucks. Are you aware of how much Chris Bumstead contributed to the sport because he speaks English, because he has a personality and he speaks out there? If he spoke Portuguese and never said anything and we never knew who he was, do you think Classic Physique would grow as much as he did? Hell no. Hell no. It's very important for the sport to speak the freaking language. And English is not just some language. He says, why don't you expect somebody else to learn to speak Portuguese and, promote bodybuilding in Brazil? Guys, English is the world's language. English is the official language of the aviation. If you're traveling, if you're flying, you're not going to speak Portuguese or Russian or German. You're going to speak English. If you're traveling, I don't know if this kid travel at all, but whenever you go, whichever country you go, in Europe, there is, I don't even know how many countries. Every single country speaks different language. You're going to learn every single language out there. You're going to speak English, and everybody else speaks English. So it's kind of the world's language. Whether you like it or not, it is. It's not French, it's not German, it's not Spanish, it's not Japanese or Portuguese, it's English. You gotta speak it, you gotta learn it. And again, if I'm calling out Ramondino, guys, I'm calling him out. Masculine energy grows through challenge. Feminine energy grows through praise. And I guess this Gen Z kid doesn't understand that. You know, that's the way they all are, basically, today. They're all soft, super soft. So if you understand this, that's the only, if you're praising Ramon, you're doing good, it's fine, just speak Portuguese, don't say a word, don't bother learning it, you can just speak Portuguese and promote bodybuilding in Brazil and in Portugal, and that's it. He's gonna stay like that. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna stay like that. But if you call him out, if you challenge him, he might be like, this guy is actually making sense. Why am I being so lazy? I'm not that stupid, I can learn the freaking language. And he actually learned it a little bit more. He knows a little bit, but if he focused on it for 3 months, 6 months, he will be freaking speaking it. It's not that difficult. I'm not saying he shouldn't win the Mr. Olympia because of it. You know, it is a sport. If he wins, and I don't think there is a possibility the judge is not giving it to him if he deserves it. If he deserves it, he's going to win it. There is no debate about that. But he would represent the sport and the category way better if he learned how to speak the freaking language of the world, English. And that's my opinion. Farid, if you disagree with that and you don't see my point, you don't have to watch my channel, man. You can unsubscribe. You can go, you can do whatever you want. It's up to you. But I think I'm making a lot of sense if you think about it. But whatever you guys think about this thing, tell me down below in the comment section. Or if you agree with Chris Aceto's son, Farid, you can tell me that as well. Whatever you think about Hadi or Iain or Regan, again, guys, down below in the comments. See you soon, guys. All the best and bye-bye.